Uncle Luke, Uncle Luke, Uncle Luke. You should have just stuck to Doodoo Brown. Hey y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. I know it's been a while since I've done an upload, but this one warranted my attention. Now, we know we're in the thralls of the election season, and thankfully we're going down the last quarter of it. But it seems like everybody's on overdrive now with the I won't call it propaganda, but the old please listen to me because I fake know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. Uncle Luke, Mr. Doodoo Brown himself. Yeah, I've been really avoiding this because I just didn't want to take you serious, and I still don't, but now you've warranted my attention. Because for those who don't know, because I know a lot of y'all are not on X. X has become the zone where you put out these faux political opinions and swear to God that you know exactly what you're talking about when you don't have a clue. Uncle Luke posted this tweet that you see on your screen. It says, remember Congress is control. Now, he wrote control, not controlled, control. Just had to make sure you read that correctly. This is not manipulated. I'll leave the link to the tweet in case he blocks me, but you know, it is what it is. He said, remember, Congress is controlled by Republicans. Nothing gets passed without their votes. So don't try and say Democrats are giving money to foreign countries. And he tagged Javon Price on this now. Javon Price is a conservative. I've talked about him before on the show. He's all right with me. He's at least somebody that's honest. You know, he runs with Byron Daniels, but whatever. He's at least honest. I'll give him that. Here's the problem with the tweet. I could go over all the grammar and spelling mistakes. That'd be petty as hell. Uncle Luke, the simple fact that you wrote this tweet and you did a screenshot, not a link, a screenshot to this AP article that says U.S. approves $20 billion in weapon sales to Israel amid threat of wider Middle East war, and then had the nerve to say Republicans did this, is wholly disingenuous and shows that you don't know anything about civics. But I'm going to do something for you, and my crowd knows what I'm about to do. We're about to go to real time. And since you don't know what real time is, this is where I fact check. This is where if I'm talking about a subject, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to show you where to get the information. We're going to pull up this article that you picked, and we're going to go over and see what this bill is really about. So we're going to do that. Real time. All right. So we're here in real time. Here's the article that he pulled up. Get off my screen. U.S. approves $20 billion in weapons sales to Israel amid threat of wider Middle East war. Okay. Now, I read this already, but we're just going to show you the important parts. Now, here's the $20 billion. I'm sorry. I keep saying million for some reason. $20 billion in arms sales to Israel, including scores of fighter jets and advanced air-to-air missiles, the State Department announced Tuesday. Okay. Congress was notified of the impending sale, which includes more than 50 F-15 fighter jets, advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles, or AMRAAMs, 120 millimeter tank ammunition, high-explosive mortars, and tactical vehicles. Uncle Luke, come here. I know you can't spell, but maybe you can understand this. Congress was notified. Right? Congress was notified. Did they say no? Answer me this. Did they say no? Which would indicate that both sides of the aisle, maybe even including the independents that are in there, approved of this. Not just the Republicans. because maybe you forgot, but a couple Democrats lost their seat because they did not want to ride with Israel, which would indicate that a lot of Democrats are riding with Israel, which would also indicate a lot of Republicans are riding with Israel. But here's where you didn't tell the people something. These same contracts won't start until 2029, which, if you study bills and how they pass through the legislature, things like this are decades away. When they want to do these huge initiatives, it's usually with a timetable that's not immediate. It's usually years away. Now, I ain't caping for Israel. I'm just trying to have you understand how the U.S. Congress and the machine called America works. But again, you wrote that dumb tweet, and rightfully so. You got cooked. Now, you got 41,000 views on it, but you rightfully got cooked. Here's my tweet. Tell us you don't know politics without telling us you don't know politics. Republicans and Democrats both voted for this. Because this same picture that you're seeing, this is when he spoke in front of Congress. Yeah. Guess who else was in attendance? Yeah. The people that make the policy. The people that sit in these subcommittees to allocate money for things like this. Maybe you forgot Congress is the one that is supposed to allocate money for defense. They're supposed to approve the president's budget, what he wants to spend for defense. Maybe you forgot that, but okay. I get it. Listening to Nikki Barnes out of Florida, you fancy yourself a political strategist. Okay, dude. You think interviewing Kamami gets you some gravitas. No. But I get it. I'm black and I say so. So do you know how the government works? There go brother Beatzilla. Check out his channel if you haven't done it so. Very good question, Beatzilla. This bill doesn't happen without whose pen exactly. And maybe, Uncle Luke, you've been hiding under a rock, or maybe you've been trying to do the Doodoo Brown remix after all these years. Biden's been sending Israel so much money and Ukraine so much money without going through Congress. But again, when the normal people, we're not talking about the maggots, the normal people say something, y'all say we crazy, we need to go protect them. Sure. Uh-huh. Okay. Somebody has said, how you this bold about politics and don't know what you're talking about? And Plies is another one, but I'm going to save him for another video. I'm going to save him because he went to college and don't understand how things work, but that's another subject for another day. Somebody insulted said, Democrats have the White House and the Senate. Also, Republican majority in the House is slim. You would think that with the amount of them things, you give Democrats, you at least know some of the basic stuff. He knows nothing. Again, he sits in Twitter spaces all day. He's getting fractured and fragmented knowledge of politics. I guarantee you, he's never really sat down and ran a space where he actually talks about policy. I don't even think he'd understand it. But Uncle Luke, if you think I'm wrong, you can come see me. We'll tag you in this. I'll show you. When this goes up, I'm going to tag you in it. I dare you to show up. We can have an honest conversation, Caribbean to Caribbean. We can have that conversation. Show me your kung fu. Don't show me how you drop it low. Show me your kung fu. Why don't you know which party controls what? Delete this. Shout out to Favorite Teach. If you're going to lie and intentionally mislead the people, you should just stay quiet. Hey, dummy, Congress is not controlled by Republicans. Congress is bicameral and Republicans only control one chamber. Clown. Thank you, Luke. You have become a tool. Look, someone did it for me. I didn't even have to do it. Biden administration bypasses Congress on weapons sale to Israel. And it's probably the same one. Look at that hug. Hey, Luke, look at that hug. I'm sure you're going to say that's okay. Look, somebody said he has a good heart and he's misinformed. Sir, he's been doing this for years. He's been doing this for at least a year since I've seen it. He can't be this misinformed after a year. There's no possible way. Again, you hang with Nikki Barnes. She at least knows politics. How are you still this misinformed? But I get it. Maybe that cut your study time cut into you going to do the Hulu documentary on Freaknik. Your portion. That was your study days. Okay, we get it. And then, of course, we'll leave the link in the description box so you can read all these tweets. It's hilarious. And we didn't even do, you know what? I'll be nice. We'll do some of the post engagements. Those are the quoted tweets. So we'll see. Come on, don't be lying on this app. Come on, Luke, man, do your homework. Read more than one source. Well, come on. Now, people, you know he ain't finna read no Al Jazeera. Come on now. You really want that man really to find out the truth? I'm not saying Al Jazeera is always the truth. I'm just saying. He might think it's conservative. I bet you he couldn't even tell you without Googling who owns Al Jazeera. I bet you he couldn't tell us what country it is. And I ain't gonna tell him. Maybe he should do a podcast with old Kaya Willis. Hey, dummy, POTUS can veto if he wanted to, which he's not. Go call Kamala and babble some more. Congress could put a bill into law without the president. Yeah, okay. This is absolutely true, Lord. Okay, dude. Yeah, because every Republican voted yes to send them money. You're right. Okay. Every single one. And like I said, it just goes on and on and on. All right. I think it's enough. All right. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. Uncle Luke is just, he's Uncle Luke. He's like that drunk uncle. He swear up and down he know everything. He a man of the world. And then you ask your father or your mother and they tell you, just indulge him. Just let him, it'll make him feel better. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.
I'm just a
shill.
Yes, I'm only a
shill.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill
like a shill.